Need. 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 What do you need? What do you need? Need. Need. I need it. I need it. Need. What an interesting word. Need. Need. It's different to want. I want something. I need something. Want suggests that it would be nice to have. It would benefit me. It would be cool. Need suggests that it's essential for your survival and for your existence. I need this. If I don't have it, there'll be big consequences. Perhaps even the death of me. Need. I need this. I need this. What do you actually need? What do you think you need? You know, not what you usually say, like, that you exaggerate, like, I need these new shoes. It's like, well, this is an exaggeration. You want the shoes. But need, I mean, what do you actually really need? And why do you even need it? And, you know, what if, we're talking about like the bare basics for your survival, like water. Let's take water as an example. You need water to survive, to continue living. But who says that you must continue living? Who says that you must survive? You see, need is always in relation to something else. Need depends on something else. And there are no rules here. You need something in order to have something or do something. So we need water to survive. I don't know, like, what I'm trying to talk about here is, like, hinging your whole sense of happiness on things that you think you need. And it even comes down to water. If water was the only thing that you needed, like, what if you didn't need anything to be happy? What if you didn't need anything to be happy? What if you didn't want anything to be happy? What if you were happy in every nanosecond? Every single nanosecond. Every single nanosecond of a nanosecond of a nanosecond of a nanosecond. And I don't mean like happy, like, oh yeah, I'm so happy. I just mean like content, like, this kind of equanimity and contentfulness. You know, what if you were even, um, what if you couldn't even, what if everything was taken away from you? Even water and food and shelter. Could you still be equanimous and content and grateful just because you're alive? See, so many things can make our lives more rich and just overall more enjoyable, you know. Obviously having water and food and shelter is going to make your life more enjoyable than if you didn't have it. Then obviously having people in your life, like friends and shit, is going to make your life a bit more enjoyable. Obviously, if you have like a musical instrument that you can play, or a computer that you can play games on, or watch movies on, like all this kind of shit, like everything, there's so much that you can add to make your life more enjoyable. But if you haven't first been content and satisfied with nothing, then nothing's ever gonna fulfill you. Nothing's ever gonna make you content, you know. You can have food, water, shelter, musical instruments, movies to watch, a heater, a bed, friends, money for whatever you want to fucking buy. Psychedelics, you know, fame, like literally whatever. Anything that you want, if you could have it now, it would not satisfy you. Unless you're already satisfied with having nothing. And it's very hard to be satisfied with nothing because we've never, most of us have never actually experienced life, have never experienced having nothing. We've always had something. Always had something. As soon as you're born into the world, you got your parents there. You go to school. You got friends, and you got toys. You got a bed. You got warmth. You got shelter. You got food. You got water. Like you fucking got so much shit straight out the womb, and you've never really experienced what it's like to have nothing. Now, I'm not, in no way am I saying, like, fucking get rid of everything. Renounce the world, renounce everything. This definitely can be a method. If that calls you, then do it, you know. But, and it may be easier because, I mean, like, it can be hard to kind of have everything that you already have, but at the same time let it go, you know. To try and be content with nothing, like. It's just, it seems clear to me that I am hinging my sense of happiness and satisfaction on certain things. At the moment, it is films. Or like any project that I do, any project that I'm working on, whether it's some music project or film project or passive income thing, or even if it's like, yeah, I don't know, any kind of project, like, I notice my sense rushing towards it, just rushing, trying to get to the next moment, trying to get to the next step. You know, and of course it's like, there's nothing wrong with doing a project. There's nothing wrong with obviously taking the next step on a project. But I'm missing out on this moment Like, I'm not satisfied with this moment. I'm always trying to arrive at the destination of satisfaction. But satisfaction is not a destination that you can arrive at. It's the place where you already are. It's not a place that you can go to, it's a place where you already are, yet you don't realize that you're already there. You're looking all around you, looking at signposts. Where is the sign to satisfaction? Is it this way? I think it's this way. Let's go down there. Wrong way. That was fun, but no, maybe this way. It's right here. I don't know. Like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? And there's obviously nothing wrong with doing shit. If you want to eat an ice cream, if you want to make a film, if you want to fucking dig a hole, go skydiving, if you want to literally anything in the fucking world, whatever you want to do, so much shit to do, so much shit that you can do. But it's for nothing. Anything that you can do, it's for nothing. Nothing comes out of it. Sure, you might do something and then something else may come out of it, but that's just another thing that you do. Whatever you're trying to work towards, I want to work towards this amount of money, I want to work towards this amount of fame, I want to work towards this amount of recognition, I want to work towards this amount of muscle mass, I want to work towards this amount of healthiness, I want to work towards this amount of self-improvement, I want to work towards this amount of creativity or intelligence. I want to be, like, every step that you take, things will get better in your life, things will become better, maybe, like, your life will change, it will, maybe your life changes from this kind of dark, boring, shitty life into this good, rich, fulfilling kind of life, fulfilling kind of life, but nothing will ever make you content. Except the realization of that is what I seem to think. That's what it seems like. And it's not just a conscious realization, like, oh yeah, intellectually I know that nothing will satisfy me except the realization that nothing will satisfy me. Oh yes, I've realized that. It goes deep in your core. It goes deep into the depths of your being. I just noticed within myself, I'm running on programs, unconscious programs, like I'm a computer and there are programs running me and I'm not in control of it. You know, there's this like this hard-wired system and I'm just chasing shit. And I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to have this, and I need this and I need that. And I don't want to want and I don't want to need. But I do. On this list, I've written down 5 kind of short films that I want to make. And each one is going to take a while. Not a quick process. Each one is going to take a while. And during this process of making all these films and videos, I'm gonna have more ideas. And it's gonna be this constant thing. And it's gonna be like, at all times, I'm gonna have like 5 films that I'm working on. And it's like, nothing wrong with that. Right? Like, nothing wrong with being like, oh yeah, I wanna make this film, I wanna make that film. Got 5 good ideas, right? Nothing wrong with that, except I'm like fucking excited about it. That's making me like in this fucking mode, this state of restlessness, and it's like, what's the fucking point of that? What's the fucking point of being restless? You know, being on edge, being like, got this energy of like, I have to create, I have to do. It's like, it's not needed, you know? It's not needed. Why the fuck? I don't know, man. It's just, oh, like, I don't fucking know what I'm really on about here. It's just that I sense that my life, the way that I operate, is just completely unhealthy and completely unnatural and completely fucking ridiculous. And if you compare my life with the majority of people's life, my life is actually quite quite peaceful. Like, my mental state compared to a lot of people's mental state is actually pretty stable. Like, most people have it worse than I do. They don't fucking realize it because they think that it's reality, you know. They think that, you know, this is just how it is. This is just how life is, you know. But I sense that, no, this is a bullshit way to live. This is a bullshit way to operate. I don't want to fucking operate like this no more. Most people have it worse than me. Most people are more rushing about than I am. And are more wanting more, needing more. And have a more chaotic life and a more unorganized life. And a fucked up mental state. And believe shit that doesn't exist. But, like, and really, like, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what people are experiencing. But, looking at people, I can get a pretty good picture. And looking at like my life a few years ago, it's a fucking hell of a lot more chaotic and fucked up than it is now. And yeah, like things are more subtle now. Like, to recognize what's operating in me, very subtle things operating within me. It's very hard to notice. But yeah, I just sense like the way that I'm operating is a bullshit way of operating. It's not a good way of operating. This hardwired system of this body mind is just, it's not the natural state. It's not what should be, It's an overstimulated nervous system. It's been run by trauma. And if you look at everybody, if you look at most people, the nervous system is so fucking overstimulated and it's full of fucking trauma. So much pain in people's bodies that make them, and their minds that make them do shit that they don't want to do, that nature doesn't really want to fucking do. I mean, look at dogs for an example, or just any other animals. Like, they're just more, I don't know, a lot of the aspects in them are very peaceful and forgiving and just present, and they don't need a lot. I don't know, man. It's just, there's shit that I want to do. There's shit that I want to do, but I don't want to be like hinging my happiness and contentfulness on it. I have plans, I have goals, but I don't want them to take me out of this moment. Because I don't think there's anything wrong with goals. The only thing that becomes a problem is that thinking that's going to bring you lasting fulfillment. Because nothing will. Except the realization of that. It seems to be. So anyway, I'll catch you next time.